Imagine the heartache of watching your family's bonds unravel, not over petty arguments or forgotten anniversaries, but because of stark political divides that pit loved ones against each other in a battle of beliefs. That's the raw reality Molly McNearney, wife of comedian Jimmy Kimmel, shared in a recent episode of the We Can Do Hard Things podcast. And it's a story that hits home for many in today's polarized world. But here's where it gets controversial. She doesn't just see it as a clash of policies. To her, it's a direct betrayal of family values. Let's dive deeper into this emotional revelation, breaking it down step by step so everyone can follow along, even if you're new to the drama surrounding Hollywood and politics. Molly, who serves as an executive producer on Jimmy's show, opened up about how her husband's ongoing public feud with former President Donald Trump has created significant tension with her own relatives. Many of them are staunch conservatives who support Trump, and this has made navigating family gatherings and relationships incredibly tough. It's definitely been challenging, she confessed, highlighting the strain that political differences can impose on personal connections. For beginners wondering about such feuds, think of it like this. Celebrities often use their platforms to call out leaders on issues, and when those leaders are backed by your own family, it feels like a personal attack on your life choices. The pain runs even deeper for Molly. She explained that her husband's vocal opposition to Trump feels like a fight on behalf of their entire household. It hurts me so much because of the personal relationship I now have where my husband is out there fighting this man, she said. She went further, interpreting their support for Trump as a vote against her, Jimmy, and their family unit. To me, them voting for Trump is them not voting for my husband and me and our family, she continued. This personalization is a common experience in divided families. Imagine if your siblings' support for a political figure made you question whether they truly stand by you during tough times. Unfortunately, this rift has led to Molly losing relationships with some family members, a heartbreaking loss that's all too real in our politically charged era. But here's the part most people miss. Molly frames this not merely as a Republican versus Democrat showdown. Instead, she views it through the lens of core family and Christian principles she was raised with, such as compassion for the sick and aid for the poor. I don't see that happening with this Republican Party, she noted, pointing to policies or actions she perceives as lacking in empathy. This interpretation could spark heated debates. Some might argue that political parties evolve, and that not all Republicans dismiss these ideals, while others might see it as a valid critique. And this is the part that invites controversy. Is it fair to equate political votes with personal loyalty? Does supporting a candidate automatically mean rejecting your relative's well-being? It's a thought-provoking angle that blurs the lines between public policy and private devotion. Adding to her emotional load, Molly admitted to feeling perpetual conflict and anger, which she recognizes isn't healthy. I feel like I'm kind of in constant conflict and I'm angry all the time, she shared. She personalizes daily news stories, directing her frustration at specific aunts, uncles, and cousins who helped put Trump in power. For those unfamiliar with political polarization, this is like turning every headline into a family feud, exhausting and isolating. Shifting gears, the podcast also gave Jimmy Kimmel a chance to reflect on his show's suspension back in September. Facing the grim possibility that Jimmy Kimmel Live might never return, he emphasized his desire to conclude it on my terms. As a comedian, he joked that becoming a martyr isn't a bad spot, but it wasn't the path he envisioned. It's not a terrible position to be in as a comedian, but it's not the position I wanted to be in, he quipped, underscoring his preference for control over his legacy. He revealed deep conversations with Molly, his co-head writer and executive producer, about potential curtain calls. Jimmy wanted a graceful exit, a farewell party for the staff, the chance to express heartfelt goodbyes, and to say everything he needed to before signing off. I want to say the things that I want to say to people, he explained. The idea of an abrupt, unjust shutdown. It would have been awful. It's just not how you want it to go, he added. Looking back on nearly 23 years, hitting that milestone in January, he expressed gratitude for the longevity, a testament to his enduring presence in late-night TV. This candid discussion from the Kimmels lays bare how politics can infiltrate the most intimate parts of life, from family ties to career milestones. But is it right to let political differences sever familial bonds? Should comedians like Jimmy prioritize personal endings over public battles? And here's a controversial twist. Could Molly's view that voting for Trump equates to voting against her family be seen as an overstatement? Or is it a legitimate expression of hurt in a divided society? We'd love to hear your take. Do you agree with her perspective, or do you think politics and family should stay separate? Share your opinions in the comments below, and let's keep the conversation going.